Hey everyone, Estrongel here. The reason I'm making this video is because I realized I have a YouTube channel. I think I have some sort of obligation to make YouTube videos, but not really. But I realized I should probably make something at least every once in a while. I'm going to be going over the next RuneCraft update real quick. This was supposed to have been, some of these bug fixes were supposed to have been pushed like a week after the last update, but it's been over a month now. Um, I I sort of thought our new UI system and our crafting changes would have taken like just like a week and I would have been able to push those with it. But it turns out it actually took a lot more work than I thought. So it kind of delayed everything because I had stuff like half converted over and ended up just being a huge mess. But if you're seeing this video, the new update's out. I have it pushed to Curse Forge, so you should be able to get that. The major bug fixes I'm talking about are the stray and the parched. Pretty much not, well, not pretty much. They don't spawn with bows, which was kind of messed up. I don't know how I missed that, but they spawn with bows now. I've also fixed their damage a little bit. They should do slightly less. It turns out they were doing damage as if they were the player, not a mob. However, there's also another downside because I implemented the new hard mode changes for skeletons, so now they shoot twice as fast if you're on hard mode. So I would still be careful. The skeletons are probably still gonna nuke you if you mess up a little bit. Um, what other bug fixes? I fixed a whole bunch of loot tables. There are things like slime remains and shade remains that were misnamed in loot table chests, so that's fixed. I also fixed an attack animation, a whole bunch of random stuff. But anyways, let's go to the new stuff. So first up, we have the noting table. Nothing's really different here. This button changed because we did some whole like unification junk with crafting. Fletching, you guys already saw the filters for this. This is now here. Let's go brewing table. These are the big ones. Brewing now has all the filters: buff, debuff, movement, on death, size, restorable, teleport, transformation. Let me know if you guys think there should be other filters. Some of these are kind of large, just like buff is just going to show you everything that'll buff you. What else? Also, let me know if you guys think I should add at least like the filter tags underneath these somewhere. It's like haste, so you know it's a buff. I think it's only a buff. Yeah, it is only a buff. I guess most of these only have one. But anyways, that one has filters. Smithing, another big one. This one now has filters. Just filter this however you want. These filters are saved whenever you leave the table, so you can always just come back, check it again. They are overwritten and like wiped if you leave the world and come back in, so I guess just keep that in mind. And then smelting, oh look, unlocked and craftable, great filters. So let's go to the new stuff. With the hold on, let me move my patch notes list down a little bit. With the new crafting system, I did do a couple new things. Fletching, there's now a scaling chance to prevent the loss of materials. This is also being done with herblore and I think smithing. Yeah, so herblore, smithing, and fletching all have a chance up to a max of 30 levels based on the craft level difference to prevent the loss of materials, and that goes up to 33%. And if you use their skill capes for fletching, it'll be 100% chance to prevent the loss of one material, unless you are making an arrow, in which case you can get up to 3 additional arrows. I think herblore, additional 10%. Okay, they all have their own little differences, but you can see those on the items themselves. In terms of collectibles, though, there's some new items you guys can go for. Randomly, while you're brewing potions, you have a chance to get a potion hat. It's completely random. Chance is relatively low. Obviously, that way you guys have something to collect and look for. There are 6 colors you can get. These ones are all random, so no like crafting a specific potion to get a specific color hat. However, if we come over to the fletching like special items you can get, These are deterministic based on the item you're crafting. So if you want to get a beginner bow hat, you're going to want to spam make a whole bunch of beginner bows. Same thing for the mangrove bow hat. And all of these. Uh-oh. Yeah. And now, the big new addition, because I felt bad making everybody wait so long. There's a new mob. This is called the Ore Mimic. Basically what it's going to do is when it spawns, it's only going to spawn underground in caves, also anywhere in the nether and the end. When it spawns, it's going to go and search out ore that I can transform into. There we go. When it finds it, it's going to transform into that ore. There is only one way to really tell if it's an ore mimic, aside from the positioning. If you go up and you go to mine it, it's going to turn back into the moving form, and it's going to start attacking you. They are immune to fall damage. They are immune to fire, so they are kind of annoying to deal with. Once they kill you, or once they go back to a peaceful state, they will go back. Oh, I think he despawned. They will go back to mimicking something. And they can mimic any block, so if I grab adamant or the ore mimic, put him here, he's going to go there and just mimic it. They are locked, though, to whatever like base they spawn with. So since this one's just stone, this one's only going to be able to go to mimic a stone ore type. Same with deep slate, netherrack, and endstone. I would have preferred if they could go to any type, but the behavior side of them is not that great. So basically they stopped working how they were supposed to work if I added too many ores that they had to look for. So yeah, they're like that for now. I'm hoping in the future Mojang it updates the move to block behavior so it can accept tags like they've done with a few other things. Then I can just do query dot has any tag or something, and then just do like RuneCraft ore. I think that's the tag for the ore. But why do you want to kill these? So when you kill them, can I use a rune sword? I don't know my own commands. Let's just give myself a top 50. Myself a rune sword. So when you kill them after they've turned into an ore mimic, or after they've mimicked an ore, you can kill them to get adamant ore or whatever ore they were mimicking. So we just got rune ore here. However, there's also another new drop you can get, and this is dependent also based on whatever ore they're mimicking. And these are called, how do I grab them? Alright, I'll just pop it off. These are called ore sensors. Basically, they require the same level of mining. Well, by default, they all need 10 prayer in order to be used, and also the mining level required to mine that ore. And what they're going to do is they're going to sense that specific ore within 10 blocks of you, and it's going to drain 0.2 prayer points per second while it's active. So let's say I managed to get one of these. I think it's a 1 in 30 drop chance for every single one of these. If I activate it, it's going to start draining my prayer, but it's going to point to adamant ore, and this is going to work. Oh, I'm not in creative anymore. This is going to work through walls. Just through walls. Activates. Cool. And also, you can dual wield these. That's what the other one's. Rune. Take this. It does work in the offhand, but since we don't really have offhand support, you have to shift in order for it to activate. So now we have both of these active, and it's going to point to the closest ore to you within 10 blocks. So if I were to put adamant ore right here, it's going to now point to that one. I'm close to this one, close to that one. So yeah, it's a neat little thing. It also adds another use for prayer. and also just another useful thing for people to go out and look for. Let me look at my patch list. I think that's it. I wish I had more. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do for the next update. Oh, one more thing. Sorry. If I give myself a spyglass, I fixed this. This was really bugged and it just didn't work. If you pull out your spyglass, if any of you are using it to inspect things, it will now tell you if that ore block is a mimic. Just another little extra thing. And I think that's pretty much it in this update. Not huge, but also not super small, because there are a lot of like system changes that need to be done. But yeah, I hope you guys like the update. For what I'm doing the next update, I'm trying to figure out whether I want to do fishing and cooking and implement those skills, or if I want to do more structures, more mobs, more bosses. I have some other plans to do with these ore mimics that I wanted to do, but I'm not that great with mobs, so I didn't really want to do them, mainly because I don't know how to do them. And then when it comes to skills, fishing and cooking are the only ones I'm really looking at, because I tried figuring out what I could do with farming, and I gotta be honest, it's a complete mess. I don't know what to do with it. Just because trying to give compatibility for all of the vanilla farming stuff is just gonna be really hard, because I'd have to make custom versions of all of them, I'm pretty sure. So that'd be like custom cocoa beans, custom pumpkins. That wouldn't be too hard, but like custom purple plants. What are they called? Purple plants? Purple. What are they called? Anyways, it doesn't matter. It'd be very hard for me to do. So that one, I'm sorry, I'm putting that on the back burner for even longer, because I don't know what to do with it. I might end up just doing like a very basic rudimentary level of stuff with it, just to help flesh out cooking a little bit more whenever that comes in. But yeah, so that's basically what you can expect in future updates for now. With that, oh, one more thing. I have a Patreon. I would very much, well, if you'd like to support my work, you don't have to. I would very much appreciate it if you went and followed my Patreon, or maybe considered subscribing to it. And with that, I will see you all in the next video, maybe in like a month or 2 months. I don't know, whenever I get to another video. But okay, see you all. Bye bye.